Welcome to Tactics and Touchlines. Today, we're going to have a discussion about the African Cup of Nations, the semi-final game. But the most controversial one was the Nigeria against Morocco. Everybody's talking about. Before that game, we had a discussion with our pundit, knowing that Nigerians were complaining that they don't want the Ghanaian referee to officiate that game. Though there were some concerns from the Moroccan side, where there weren't that much concern about the Ghanaian referee, but they felt like a West African referee officiating a West African game was something that was so obvious. Maybe there would have been one or two chances for Nigeria to maybe get a chance to win the game. But Nigerians were more concerned. Today, we are going to go into the game, ask my pundit what they think about Daniel Lai. Out of 1 to 10, rating him, what do they think went on wrong? What do they think went on right? And should he be given the chance maybe at the World Cup to also stage something like this to officiate one of the World Cup games? This show is brought to you by my.Africa. Remember, they are the #1 betting platform in the country. All you need to know is scan the QR code on the screen and register with their platform. They are sharing amazing odds. They are sharing bonuses, and also on the Aviator, free bet on Aviator for everybody. So register now, make your deposit, and be part of the MyBet.Africa family. You're welcome, Ralph. You're welcome, Prince, and you're welcome, Sam. Ralph, let me start with you. Firstly, let's look at the statistics of the game. Then later we'll go into detail. So with the statistics of the game, ball possession, Nigeria with 51%, Morocco with 49%. Expected goals, Nigeria with 0.08, Algeria with 0.46. Total shots, Nigeria with 2, Morocco with 16. Shot on target, Nigeria with 1, Morocco with 5. Big chances, Nigeria 0. Big chances missed 0. Algeria, Morocco, big chance of 1 and big chance missed also of 1. With yellow card, Nigeria with 2 and also with Morocco 0 with yellow cards. Ralph, there are a lot of concerns about Daniel Lai. In general, from 1 to 10, how would you rate him? And also, what are the things you felt like went on wrong? And also, what are the things you feel like went on also right for the referee?
Ben, thank you very much. And greetings to our viewers and also subscribers. Please, Daniel Lai's rating is 10 over 10. Perfect.
Okay.
But you see, the moment Daniel Lai's name was mentioned, the Nigerians started this agenda even way back. The moment they saw that the officials for the game, they started this agenda against the Ghanaian referee. These are only referee who currently we have, who is raising the flag of Ghana high, and we are even pushing for him to have international games like the World Cup to handle. And you are trying to tarnish his image just because of agenda. But then, since when did we have that direct rivalry? Our direct Ghanaians, our direct rivals are like neighbors, Togo, Burkina, and then Cote d'Ivoire. We don't even have that. But because of social media, we have poured an agenda that Ghana, Nigeria have this rivalry, and it has spread into it to the extent that now it is even shifting into hatred. Some people are even, I don't know if it is the same Odumodu Black who is basically threatening that he's not going to feature Ghanaian musicians on his songs. I mean, has it gotten to that a referee just, and if you ask them that what is the problem, they are mentioning the videos they are going to point out a ball which crossed the line, which Daniel Lai whistled as a throw-in, and a yellow card to Calvin Bassey. What else are they going to point out? And even I went to the extent of watching some other videos. I saw a ball hitting directly to the hands of Calvin Bassey, which he overlooked. If the Moroccans are also going to go into that, I want to ask, is it because Nigeria lost the game, that is why they are targeting our referee and using hateful words against him, trying to run him down, make him look like he's a complete, I mean, I don't want to use that word. It is football and it has happened. And then these are the sort of comments and these are the sort of things that will play into the hands of the Europeans. For example, Jamie Carragher, who spoke bad about African Cup of Nations, and the people were talking bad about him. It is clear he has been vindicated. I don't see Europeans doing this, especially. We have watched games in the Premier League whereby even the top officials, balls will go out of the line and they will go say that, okay, play on. It happens. They'll come out and issue apologies. Liverpool played against Tottenham Hotspur. There was a red card which was issued to one player like this. They came out and said it was an error. A goal was awarded. Sorry, Louisiana scored against Spurs. They said it was a mistake. I mean, these things happen. It's a human error. But even the game itself, you don't see Daniel Lai making an obvious mistake that this is a... No, you don't even see that. but they're trying to follow that one. And sorry to say, some of them are so gullible that when they are account holders who have massive followers start making these claims, then it fades into their brains. But for me, Daniel has had a perfect CAF. They have their technical committee who are going to watch the game again. If there's any error, they are going to point it out. But what I want to say is that this is football. Football is supposed to unite us rather than divide us. So the Nigerians should go back, do their work. Because then, for example, if England is playing against Spain, and England is playing against Spain, and maybe a German referee is in charge, I don't know, or I don't see the reason why the English, or if, for example, if England loses the game, England fans will go and attack the referee. Have you seen that before? No. So please, the Nigerians should accept that they have lost the game. They should go back and work hard and then come back. For me, Daniel 9/10.
Okay. Prince, let's look at this. I think now it has gotten to the aspect of his Instagram page has been reported on several times that his Instagram page has been blocked. Do you think now it's going outside football? And also, how are you going to rate him on this particular match?
I think yesterday I had a perception about the game until I had to watch the game again today. So yesterday I couldn't watch the entire game. I think I just watched from the extra time until the penalties because Arsenal was playing Chelsea at the same time, and I had to finish with the Arsenal game. Then I had to focus on the Morocco and the Nigerian game. But onto our referee from Ghana here, Daniel Lai. I think he did well. I won't give him 100% score that he did everything right, and he can do everything right because he's a human. Yeah. There are some things you might sit back and want to look at it from your point of view. He on the field will also want to decide with what experience and the knowledge he has been officiating games up to yesterday. You get so. Personally, for me, when I watched the game yesterday, there were some chances I felt like it was a bit. He was a bit turned to the Morocco side. So that was when Osimhen. There was a ball Osimhen got in the 18, and I think that led to his injured. I think that led to his injury where he felt a pain in his calf or something. The ball, I think Hakimi kicked the ball and he went for corner. But I don't know whether if he had whistled for fair play to get the game restart or something. But I felt it was a corner kick until I saw Bono pick the ball and kick it as a goal kick. I was like, wow, this should have been a corner. Later on, I think there was someone dragged, I think Lukman or something's JC. I think there was a counter attack and one of these Moroccan players dragged who held on to Lukman's JC, and you could clearly see that he will be even knelt down. He will be knelt down. I was surprised that how was that not a yellow card? You get it. But on the other side, I felt like he also gave some chances to Nigeria, which was also fair. At the end of the day, I didn't expect Nigerians to be that angry because there was a 2 penalty call that Morocco should have gotten in the game, which I watched today. The first one was Bassi. A Moroccan player hit the ball, and Bassi's hand was at a point where that should have been called for a penalty, but he overlooked it. There was another one too that was the guy went for a tackle. A Nigerian player went for a tackle and didn't get the ball. He got a man, and the guy fell in the 18 box. I felt like that was also a penalty, but he overlooked it, and I thought it was a balanced game where Nigerians shouldn't get to that point where they should report his account and the account has been taken down and all that. I feel like when we are doing something, it should just end at the surface. It shouldn't go beyond the point where it has to be now. It has to get to that level, because if it's not manageable, it will get to a point where it now becomes bloody, or it becomes a rivalry where it might go out of hand and there might be lives and properties involved, which we shouldn't look at it from that end. This is football. This is a game that unites us we should see it from the point where the unity should rather push us more. I don't see a reason why Nigerians should be angry that a Ghanaian official officiated a game and they felt like they were robbed. They were not robbed. They were not robbed. They were not robbed. So fair enough. I'll give Daniel an 8/10 for a game I watched. I rewatched again even today.
Okay. Sam, let's look at this. Do you think these concerns are being raised because in Morocco's game before this Nigerian game, he was in the VAR room and there was a penalty for that is Brian Mbuemo. He ignored it and didn't call the referee to come and watch what happened. And now he's being given the chance to officiate a Nigerian-Morocco game. Don't you think that was something that raised concern for the Nigerians? Because if he gave them the chance to win a game, why are they giving him, or people felt that it was wrong? Why has he been rewarded with a game against Nigeria and that's the host nation? And also, how do you rate him in total for this game?
I think the bottom line is that he's a Ghanaian. That's it. I think if it was to be a different country, this whole fight wouldn't have blown out of proportion like how we are seeing it right now. And I think before every game, and it's mostly depend on the magnitude of the game, that's when they select certain referees to officiate the game. Maybe he was doing something very well that led to him getting this big chance of being the main referee for such a game. And when you are handling such a game, you find yourself not giving any fouls or any or just blowing your whistle anyhow, because it takes the fun or it takes the whole vibe out of the game. I think he did very well. I think that not 100%. I think if it had gone to the other side also, maybe Moroccans would have also had something to say about how he handled the game, but I'm not sure they would have taken it to that high extreme. I think emotions have been so high even before the match even began. I've seen videos of Nigerians being angry that Moroccans have been in their videos after the game, even this Instagram thing. I think they are shifting their blame to the wrong side. I think Nigerian came into the game with the wrong tactics. I see no reason why they started decide to play a defensive game. So I think if they have someone to blame, it should be how they approach the game, and it shouldn't be the referee, because I think he was fair in I think both ways. There are some chances that he let slide when it was the Moroccan side, same as the Nigerians also. But I think it's more of who or where he's coming from, Ghana. And if it was to be a different country, that whole rivalry is not there, I think it would have been a bit mild with how the whole thing has been blown out. But I think it wouldn't go that far. I think now it's just emotions that are very high. They are being sore losers and being petty. But I think he did very well. And if he has done something wrong, I think CAF will be the main person to have a say in how he handled the game. Yeah.
Okay. So from my side, I think this is a referee who started refereeing at the age of 17, and now he's at 38 years. So meaning he has over, that is 21 years of refereeing experience. And I don't think he will go into a game against Nigeria, Morocco, and feel like there is a rivalry between Ghana and Nigeria to the extent of taking something from the Nigerians. If the Nigerians want people to blame, I think the first person they should blame is their coach. Going into a game and being defensive, that is one. Second thing they should blame is their penalty kickers. Iwobi was available, Lukman was available. There were a lot of players available to take these penalties. But they were waiting behind because they all felt like, if I take this penalty and I miss it, I'll become the topic. I'll become the person that everybody will be chasing. So they stood back and didn't take those penalties. So if you are letting a left back go and take a penalty and you get to lose a game, you don't need to blame a referee for it. Because in the game, you had 0.08 expected goals, meaning you didn't create a lot of chances. Osimhen being the captain of the side, I was watching the game yesterday. He was just walking all over the pitch, not doing his duty as a striker, being in the box, getting those balls. He was just having the captain's band. He had this pressure on him. He wanted to be all around the pitch and make sure that everything is going on through him. And I think that's the cause. So there's no blame here for any referee. To me, he did his job. There are things that happened, like yes, the Hakimi corner and one or two things, which I think it's normal. Referees wouldn't get every call 100%, but I think I'll give him a 9/10, and he did so well. So there's our take on Daniel Lai's refereeing for the Nigeria against Morocco game. Let us know in the comment section what you feel. Are you going to rate him from 1 to 10? Which number are you going to give him? And also, what are some of the things you also saw that you felt like wasn't good in that particular game? Let us know in the comment section. Like, subscribe, and also be part of the community so that we can grow with you. So thank you, Raf. Thank you, Prince. Thank you, Sam, for joining us and sharing your opinion on Daniel Lai's game for Nigeria against Morocco.
All right.